Welcome back to another Out of the Park 25 Toronto Blue Jays video. This is, I don't know, episode 6 or so, I think. If you've missed the first episode, here's a quick recap. 2024 went great. We made the postseason. Didn't make a lot of noise. Then 2025, we went 71 and 91. We have Juan Soto. We re-signed Vlad. We traded Bo. There, you're caught up. I forgot to tell you guys that I fired the manager in the middle, towards the end of last season, and brought in Clint Hurdle because he seemed like a good fit relationship-wise. He's retired. Bench coach Don Mattingly, retired. We have a bunch of minor league guys who I just let their deals expire. That's no big deal. Top 100 prospects. Ooh, the O's. International free agent signing. How big of a deal did they give this guy? Oh, yeah, shopping at the top end of the market. Basayo is still a prospect? Has he not... Oh my goodness! Call this guy up. They had him repeat Double-A after a 189 WRC plus. I'll take him. He can come play any position for me. Anyways, so kind of like went into some of the offseason planning at the end of last episode, or a little bit, I think maybe, but we'll do it a little more in detail here. So let me get my handy pen and paper out just so I have my notes to refer to. Alejandro Kirk, check. He's back at catcher. Reese McGuire, nope. He's a free agent. Vlad, check. He's back. CJ Abrams, man, we're going to get rid of him. He just couldn't cut it. Anthony Volpe, I think he's going to be our second baseman. He can hack it there. Need his bat to come along. We're going to give him another year to figure it out. We're going to send him to the development lab, which we're going to get into. He's a captain. He's got a leash here. Let me do this. Mark Canha is not going to be back because he's a free agent. He wants like a 4-year deal at 36. Ramos will come as our starting right fielder. Cowser will kind of platoon with him. This is a last chance for Cowser to prove himself too. We've got a couple guys who, like, if they could break out, post-type breakouts, that would be great. Left field and shortstop, I don't think we have one yet. Cade Doughty, I think, can be a utility guy for us. Turconi is more of like a quad A guy. Varsho will be back. Ramos, Mears, another quad A guy. He struck out in like 50% of plate appearances. Soto, Varsho, Ramos, that rounds it out. We need good fielding at shortstop and left field. Our overall team defense has been bad. Volpe will hopefully shore it up in second. We need somebody to shore up shortstop. Varsha is really solid in center. And then, I don't know, we just need another good fielder, so we can do that in the left. Rotation. We're going to try to trade Dylan Cease because he was just so bad. If there's value for him, we're taking it. I think Gossman is more like a 2 at this point. And then Barrios, Tiedemann, and Jones, I think either one could pop off, especially Tiedemann. So we'll see. Romano will be back. Colon, Manoah will be back. Those are really only the 3 guys that are locked for our 8 bullpen spots. I think maybe one of these guys will be like a 4th, but we can sign like 4 relievers. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Arbitration-wise, thanks for asking. Manoah, this is totally reasonable. Oh, Reese McGuire is arbitration eligible. Yeah, I don't think we need him. We're going to release Reese McGuire. Players are going to be upset. I know. They're concerned about the positive vibe in the 71 and 91 locker room. Okay, dudes. Alek Manoah, he was good for us one year and then horrible last year, but with all the holes we have in our bullpen because of free agency, he's worth a $2.6 million flyer for sure. 2.55. And then who else do we have? Kirk, I wouldn't mind locking up a little longer at this point, depending on what he wants. So, 867. So, what if we just wanted to do like a 4-year deal? You can still hit the market when you're 30. That's not bad, honestly. Let's see if we can get him down a couple million each. Yeah, I'd do this deal with him. Oh, he doesn't want to do that deal. All right, we'll come back to that. CJ Abrams, man, I don't know. It's just not going to work. He has 2 option years left. I guess he could be depth, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to work out for him. Does he have any trade value at this point? Oh, he does. I mean, not like good prospects, but there are teams at least we'll take a flyer on CJ Abrams. Whoa, the Yankees are way interested. Way more interested than anybody else. Zach Stewart, their 2024 first-round pick they're willing to give up. He struggled in high A last year. Don't want an extreme fly ball pitcher. Hurting yourself, it's gonna see and be hurting yourself if you hurt me. Let's do this. Let's say prospect package. Don't allow them to include. Let's see if the Yankees offer like 2 of those guys. Kalei Rosario. This guy's not a bad looking bat, but he strikes out a lot and doesn't really have a positional home, so not terribly interested. That guy doesn't have the control to cut it. Nah. Who's this guy? Not like overly interested in him. No one too interesting here. So Yankees, Zach Stewart. I mean, this is a pretty interesting bat, even if he isn't going to be a great fielder anywhere. I mean, potentially 60 power. That guy doesn't interest me a ton, but I feel like I got to take that deal from the Yankees. Is this guy this guy? Yeah, no, he's like yeah. So it'll open up a spot on our 40-man too. All right, wait. I thought I was like completing that trade. Let's just complete it. Yeah, sorry, wrong thing. All right, cool. Trade is completed. Either of these guys end up here. Timeout. 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 Wait, why isn't the trade here? We made a trade. Oh, it's probably buried. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's put Stewart on our short list. Where he played in high A last year and honestly wasn't great. Oh, he was in A and then went to high A. But how would he do in like... Yeah, he probably still needs to be in high A. He's probably going to rip it up. What's his Northwest League relative? Yeah, he's got some work to do. Hurting yourself and anything. All right, so yeah, that's the club. We need a big time shortstop. We need a decent left fielder. We need a big time starter. We need a couple bench bats, like a catcher and an infielder. Although, you know, Henry was pretty good in AAA last year. There's no option years left. Yeah, let's count on this guy being our, because we already have a captain. We're good there. Let's count on Peyton Henry being our backup catcher. One last thing we have to go out and spend money on. We do have plenty of money. Our owner basically and surprisingly kept the budget even. So, and we got like the 290 to 292. So he actually went up $2 million. We got like the Springer deal off the books. Bassett will be coming off the books. We're gonna have a lot of money to spend. Let's hop into the development lab, though. That's always fun. So do we want Tiedemann to go in and do anything? I mean, I wouldn't mind him working on, like, his arsenal or his stuff or his movement. Oops, wrong thing. I've never done... well... Let's see. Let's have him try to... He's only throwing 91 to 93. Let's see if he increases velocity. Does Vlad still have some... Vlad still does have some power. Let's see if we can get Vlad generate bat speed to get the rest of that power. Or what if he had a big jump like Kirk did? Or Elvis Martinez... He's fully filled out, so we're not... Oh, wait. Was he? Yeah, he's fully filled out, so we're not going to send him... Kirk is fully done. Fully baked. Colton Cowser. What can we do for you, sir? You're not doing anything. Let's take you there and try to get a power increase. Just taking a flyer on you, man. Generating bat speed. Let's go. Is Volpe developed fully? Oh, no. We can get that power, that eye. What do you guys think? Plate discipline is I. Yeah, let's do that because it's like a little easier to get. Jared Jones. Not a lot to work with there. Ramos, how's he doing? Could get his eye. Let's do that. Ramos, I think, could be a pretty good player. Okay, so that is who we're sending off the major league roster. Let's look at some prospects. Generally stick to prospects that are higher in the system. We could send Hagen Smith again. He didn't walk too many guys. Honestly, this guy's almost major league ready. Let's have him work on his stuff. Or, yeah, control. Let's have him do control because that's easier. All right. Who else is like higher? Zach Stewart, the guy we got from the Yankees. Let's have him work on his power and just see if he becomes an absolute monster. 3 more. 3 of my 10 left. Joshua Mears, we could always hold out hope that he could improve that contact. Namala's too far away, I think, to use a spot on. Schreier's, he's starting to... Yeah, let's work on his contact. And yeah, I do use all my spots on like longer term things, in case you're wondering. In case that wasn't obvious. Hagen Wright. Ali Camarillo has made moves up the system, but he kind of stalled out in high A. Who was my first round pick this year again? I can't even remember. Kurland. Yeah, what did he do? He went to rookie ball and was pretty decent. Yeah, but he's 21. Let's do that. Let's try on like a guy who's way down there. What's his rate? He's a 55. Yeah, let's just try on a guy who's way down there. It doesn't normally work out, but I don't want to totally give up on the idea either. Let's try with plate discipline. Okay. Yeah, that looks good to me. Let's stick with those guys in the lab. I think we need to run our practice for the... Oops. Run our practice for this month. So, yeah. You can see I try to sign like 8 to 10 guys. I don't really shop at the high end of the market. Like this $3 million guy, probably not even going to make an offer to him. I generally go for the better rated players who are looking cheap. And it might not work out. I don't know. We'll see. It's only the second year with this development lab set up, so we'll see what it brings. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to do? I guess we could go look for like a new manager. That seems kind of important. Preferred occupation manager. I normally sort by reputation and then look at relationships. Like Girardi. Nope. I want somebody with good or better relationships. Okay, so who's this guy? Glenn Hoffman. No. I need you to have a better relationship with Martinez. He's a cornerstone. Or Elvis, Vlad. Brad Mills. He was the Astros manager way back in their rebuild. Doesn't have great ratings here, but I'm going to offer him the job because I feel like it. 5 years. Bro, you've been out of the game a long time to be coming and asking for that. All right, we need a bench coach too. Let's just look for somebody with decent relationships with our guys. Sure, Jeff Datz, you want to come on in and try to coach us? Try to manage our bench. Got a bunch of opportunities out here. Hitting coach. Oh, a lot of guys interested here. All these guys are really good, so I'm just seeing if anybody has better relation. Everybody's seen. Oh, here's a good relationship guy. Marvin Mayberry. Let's check him out. Oh, outstanding hitting. Yep, that's a done deal. We're going to offer you 5 years. Get in here, you stud. What else do we have? Manager. Anyways, I will go ahead and cut it here, and then we'll jump into the off season to see how the off season's going for us. Anybody good here? All right, there we go. Glenn Hoffman. No, I don't want to offer him the Blue Jays job. What is happening? I want to offer him. I think it's like New Hampshire, right? Yeah. Come on, guys. I just go 5 years here. Like, I don't care. You're a good manager. I don't want to have to renew these deals all the time. All right, I'll cut here and get into the offseason some. But that's our plan in terms of where we need to fill holes. Who we fill that hole with, that's what she said. We'll find out. Okay, so it's now January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's recap the offseason. You saw these trades. These guys retired. Brad Mills is now our manager. Congrats. Welcome. You haven't managed since 2012, but you had really good relationships with our players, and welcome aboard. Jeff Datz is now our bench coach. I did decide to fire the pitching coach, and we hired former Brewers legend Chris Bosio, excellent at teaching pitching, average at everything else. Good relationships, especially with many of our pitchers. So Kirk and Varsho were both entering their final year of arbitration. We signed Kirk to a 4-year, $48.5 million deal. Really reasonable for a good catcher, solid catcher. Dalton Varsho, really solid center fielder with excellent defense. We signed him to a 3-year deal worth $48 million. He wasn't really interested in being signed longer than that. So, hey, take what we can get. We then made a trade. We traded Cade Doughty, who, I don't like to trade a top 100 prospect who's shown promise at the major league level, is a power bat, but he didn't really have a defensive home. He struggled defensively for us last season. He's a captain. I didn't trade him lightly, but we traded Doughty and then Carson Pierce, who's a 20 overall, 20 potential guy. But we got a guy who I think could be our shortstop for a long time, Gabriel Arias. He's got the 70 range, 70 arm, 65 air, 65 double play. The bat is questionable, but this team doesn't have problems with offense. We have trouble with defense and pitching. So I think that Arias could be a really big get for us in terms of filling that hole at shortstop that has been a problem for us. I don't think we've had a season with a positive zone rating at shortstop yet. You get a guy who can throw in, what did he put up last year? 11.5. Like, that's a game changer for us. It'll improve our defense, our pitching. Very happy about that trade. Cade Doughty was tough to give up, but I just didn't see a home for him with his defensive performance. So then we go to December. We signed Devin Williams to a 3-year, $27 million deal. He is coming off a so-so year with the Brewers and then a down year with the Twins, but my scout still believes in him. I think we can get him to bounce back. This is a cheap price to pay. The last year is a player option. Cheap price to pay for a guy who's potentially an elite bullpen arm. We then traded Joshua Mears, which made me sad because I really like Joshua Mears' bat, but he's striking out 35+% of the time in AAA, and then in a short 46 plate appearance performance last year in the majors, he struck out 54.3% of the time. I just don't think he's going to make contact enough to be the impact player I was hoping he would be. So we traded him and this dude to the Phillies, and we got back Johan Rojas, who is another guy that we think can help fix. Now, my scout is higher on his bat. Both think he's elite defensively. We're hoping he can help fix our defense. Now, will he be our starting left fielder or our fourth outfielder? I think at this point that was to be determined. But remember, I was really going to lean heavily on defense for our open positions in center, left, and short. I normally don't put as much emphasis on our defense in left field, but I don't know, man. Our defense has sucked. Our pitching has sucked. We got to try something else. So we brought in Rojas. But then I was like, man, remember Justin Henry Malloy, the legend from Out of the Park last year, 24? So I went to talk to the Tigers about him. They seem open to moving him. He wasn't great last year for them, but he can play a decent corner outfield. He can play a decent corner infield, which feels like a utility role. I like to have like an infielder who can play second and short, and then I like to have on my bench, if I can, a guy who can play infield and outfield positions, even if it is the corner. So Malloy's that guy / like left fielder. Him and Rojas will battle for that left field job, playing time there. Hoping that Malloy, he's a top 100 prospect, hoping he can come along. We did trade Alan Rodin, who is a really good-looking bat, but his defense sucks. And I just didn't see a home for him. We already have Soto at DH. We have Vlad at first. Like, I don't see this guy getting a lot of playing time for me in the outfield with how much we struggle with defense in the sim. He was the main guy in the package. Isert is a dude who has struggled for us in his brief time up. Zach Britton is a minor league catcher who's had some success but wasn't in our plans. And then I don't remember this guy. Oh yeah, that was just a throw in. So that's what we did for Malloy. So now, we've addressed shortstop with Arias. We've addressed left field / a bench spot with Rojas and Malloy. We then another bullpen arm. Remember, we needed like 4 bullpen arms. We got Tyler Rogers on a 2-year, $13 million deal, 7 and then 6. He's a little older, but still looking like a decent player. If we have a good infield defense, his ground ball profile will play well. So that was the end of that. Oh, didn't I take some guys in the Rule 5 draft? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Mason Black I took to possibly be my long man in the Rule 5 draft. He has not sniffed the major leagues yet. Obviously, he's not on the 40-man. I figured he was a good flyer to take. We also brought in Gage Workman because we needed a utility infielder, and honestly, Workman was as good as anybody available in free agency, and obviously he's going to make the league minimum. Now, he will have to be on the 40-man, the 26-man all season, so that poses a little bit of a problem, or not a problem, a challenge. But then I started fishing around free agency and saw that, like, the market has just totally dropped for Bo Bichette. Oh, we also have an offer out to Jalen Beeks to hopefully help complete our bullpen. Bo Bichette came into the offseason wanting like 4 years, $25 million. Nobody was making him an offer, I guess. And I offered him a 3-year, $30 million deal. And it was right in the wheelhouse of what he was looking for. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So what would that do? That would probably push Volpe to a utility role, and Bichette would play second base. He's not going to play shortstop. And then Workman we'd just send back to San Francisco. We wouldn't keep him on the roster. So that's how that would do that. So we'll see if Bo signs. Here, let's just sim to next week. See if he gives us any more feedback. Okay, so Beek signed. So let's look at how our bullpen's shaping up now. I essentially just keep guys. All right, so wait, I can do this. So the guys who are going to battle for a spot or aren't guaranteed a spot, they're going to be there. Black is going to be our long reliever, emergency starter. Beeks is going to come in, probably do middle relief, maybe setup. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could do one of two things. We could go sign another guy, like a lefty arm to be a setup, or middle reliever. Or we could call it here. We could put Coulomb or Beeks in the setup role with Romano, and then allow these 3 guys to battle for the last spot. I'd almost rather sign another guy because I think, you can never have too much pitching depth. So that's my thought there. I know at one point I think I mentioned this earlier, that I didn't know about bringing Dylan Cease back, and I was going to go after a number 1 starter. The deals just weren't there. So we're going to hope for a bounce back from Cease. I mean, his FIP was a run and a half lower almost than his ERA. Walks got in the way. His strikeout to walk ratio sucked, but we're just going to hope that he can bounce back, I think. It seemed like the much better plan than there just weren't trades out there that made sense. There wasn't a free agent deal that made sense. So we're going to hope that, Gossman hangs on by a thread for the final year of his contract. Honestly, like, I should probably shop him just to see. Like, I don't really want to trade him, but, I think due diligence-wise, it's always smart to do that when you have a guy who you're probably not going to re-sign, who's coming up in the last year of his deal. Now, we're going to need a starting pitcher back. Yeah, so there's really not much out there. I mean, Luis Castillo What a dream it would be to bring him in. He signed for 3 more years. So yeah, there's even if we ate like 35% of his deal, well, then you have some teams interested. But yeah, there's no good deal out there. So no, we're gonna hold on to Gossman and hope he returns, or just continues to perform decently. Even if he did peak in 2024 at that Cy Young season and then has trailed off, we just need him to be, a serviceable 2 or 3 starter for us. We are missing, I think, that number 1 starter, but I think we're hoping Tiedemann can take a step forward. We're hoping Cease can bounce back and be a solid arm. We don't have an ace right now, I don't think, given Gossman slipping, Barrios kind of being a mid-rotation arm, Tiedemann being young, Cease coming off a down year, Jones, just fighting for an opportunity here. So I would almost rather, what kind of budget? I think we have plenty of budget room left. Yeah, we have tons of budget room left. I would kind of like to see what's out there, and I don't think we need a lefty necessarily. I think we just go for the best reliever or, best value reliever out there, and Beeks or Coulomb can pitch in that setup spot. I don't really like to have a lefty and a righty in setup. And then we've got other lefties if somebody gets hurt on the 40-man that can come up. So let's go to free agents here and look at all relievers. So yeah, I don't really want to shop in like the 8-figure guys, but like Pierce Johnson, he hasn't been great. I mean, Taylor Rogers wants $11 million. It's 35. Are there any really cheap high stuff guys out there? Oops. Like this guy. What's his story? He's never pitched in the majors. Okay. Amir Garrett. I don't love that control. Clayton Andrews. Has he pitched in the majors? No. I don't know. Maybe we go Pierce Johnson, 80 stuff, 2 excellent pitches. He wasn't very good last year in 2 stops, but does he just want a 1-year deal? Ugh, why do you want a 2-year deal, man? I mean, it's a team option, but everybody wants a guaranteed closer role. Did Amir Garrett, what did he do last year? Oh my gosh, he walked so many dudes. That control's a problem for him. Justin Martinez would be an interesting flyer to take. I don't really know why he's wanting a major league deal. He's never pitched above AA, and he's 24, and he's injured. Just looking for a guy with a big tool. That's what she said. Well, Jake Diekman, I don't dislike one bit. What's he done recently? He was okay last year. He's 38. How many year deal does he want? Yeah, this is the kind of guy I'm looking for. This is the exact kind of guy I'm looking for. Low risk, 1-year deal. Add some more depth to the bullpen. Push these guys all to AAA. So then there are dudes that we get that we bring in if somebody's injured or terrible or whatever. I should probably run my. Oh, let's look how much longer is the lab? Oh, still 6 to 7 weeks. Oh, I forgot. I traded somebody. Let's put Gossman in. Shoot. Let's see if we can improve. We'll try to improve Martinez's defense at third base. That's what we'll do. But I should run my international practice. Why do all those? I hate when they all go away. I want them all there. Sometimes they just randomly all go away. So now I invite them all back because I honestly use that screen to make offers. I'm like, these are the guys I've scouted. I want to sign them first. And then I go into dudes I haven't scouted. I scout the same 10 guys pretty much the whole time just to work on relationships with them. I honestly do not worry that much about what my scout tells me is going on with them. Did I get this guy? Did I skip over one of these guys? Oh, shoot. No, I don't want to remove you. No, I got them all, I think. So let's go forward a little bit and see if Bo signs. Come on, Bo. Come home. Come home for cheap. Oh my gosh, Danny Jansen got $116 million. We're going to have to dig into that, guys. Wait, Pierce Johnson signed? What? Oh, no, never mind. That's right. That's the guy that I decided not to formalize the offer to. Okay, fair enough, sir. Fair enough. I was like, what? He didn't come back to me. This is the second time the Cubs have made an offer for Suzuki to me, which, like, what do you guys know that I don't? I'm not trading you Volpe, and I'm not trading you Levi Sterling. Like, just not happening, dudes. Nothing yet. Let's go up to the international free agents when they start. I wish Bo would sign. No Bo signing yet, so I think both still favor the offer, right? Oh, well, Bo favors the offer. So, oh yeah, I was bringing in Pache, but then I made those trades for Rojas and Malloy, so I didn't really need him. He wants to come back. I mean, we take a minor league deal? How about that? Yeah, I'm not really interested in you, sir. But thanks for coming back to let me know you were willing to negotiate. So I'll get into international free agents. Hopefully, Bo will decide to come home. I'm feeling good about it, honestly. I can't believe his market dropped so much. I mean, he really hasn't been great in this sim. I mean, last year he put up a 107 WRC plus and 0.6 WAR in 56 games. The year before he put up 2.5 WAR in 113 games. Like, you know, his star has definitely faded a bit, even if it did bounce back with the Pirates there in the final 20 games. But he's also been hurt a lot. He's still okay health status, but just injury history-wise, you can see he had a 4 to 5 week, a 2 month, and a 6 week all in the last 2 seasons. So, all right, I will dig into the international free agents, and then we'll go ahead and see who signs and how our team's looking heading into the 2026 season. Okay, we are now up to January 21st, so you all are 21 days into your 2026 New Year's resolutions that you'll abandon in another week or two. We signed Bo Bichette. He agreed to the deal. Team option on the third year, too, $2 million buyout. He gets a bonus if he hits 550 plate appearances. He gets a $350,000 bonus, $94,000 bonus if he makes the All-Star team. But just what a remarkable fall from grace here for Bo. Hopefully he can come in and have a bounce back. You know, in real life he would want like a 1 or 2 year deal with an opt-out, but we're not giving that to him. Not here. Not in this land. So Bo comes in as he's going to play second base for us. He's going to have an edge over Volpe for the starting job. Volpe will go to utility. Workman will probably be returned to San Francisco unless we have an injury on our infield during spring training, and then he'll make the club. So we'll see if he'll last. I think Bo will bat third for us. Malloy 5th, Kirk 7th. I think that was the biggest debate of how to stack those righties between the lefties because Martinez, Soto, Martinez, Soto, Vlad are kind of entrenched in those spots, our 3 best hitters. And then Varsho I wanted not in the bottom third of the lineup, but also wanted to spread out my lefties a bit. So that's the thinking there. We also did bring in Jake Diekman on that 1 year, $2 million deal. I think that adds it doesn't add a star to our bullpen or even a wow guy. Wow. But it does add depth. This was a move that kind of puts somebody who can pitch in our bullpen and knocks everybody who is on the bubble down a peg of our depth chart. I think that's a good move for us. We still have a ton of money. I'm not really inclined to spend it right now. You know, we're going to need some pitching soon. We might need some pitching this season. We might need a trade for a starter. But there just wasn't like the big move out there. You know, let me go to the Offseason Center and show you. Have any big pitchers signed even? Maybe there were some. Yeah, Zach Eflin signed a 5-year deal with the Yankees. I wasn't all that interested in spending that money on him. Soto, Matt Manning, a 1-year deal. So you can see there's not like a lot of big. Oh, Danny Jansen, 7 years, $116 million. so he had that really good year for us, and then he went and signed in Detroit and had a really good year with really good time with the Tigers, and then struggled with the Giants after he got traded. Put up a 90 WRC plus. But the Mets, man, I don't know what they're doing. That's an insane contract for basically a guy who's been a backup catcher. That is really wild. You know, Imanaga doesn't appear to have any suitors, and his price continues to fall. How was he last year? Solid. Oh, this is why. Elbow ligament reconstruction surgery. That'll do it. That will certainly do it. I don't think I showed you guys the awards from last year. Maybe we'll go to, let's go to awards, the American League award winners. So the last year's Gunners has won back-to-back MVPs, which is pretty awesome. Gossman and Lopez were the Cy Young winners. Rookie of the Year, Jackson Holliday, and then Daniel Espino. And then Reliever of the Year, Romano and Duran. Let's check out the... oops, my mouse is not cooperating here. There we go. Let's check out the National League award winners. Freeman and Harris, back-to-back for the Braves. No, never mind. Sorry. Habit. Dodgers. Let's see. Yamamoto won the Cy and Rookie of the Year. Hunter Green won it the next year. Makuro won it. This was just a dude who came in to free agency and signed a big deal with the Mets and then put up a measly 5.7 WAR. Reliever of the Year, Helsley, and then Scott. So, and did I show you? I can't even remember if I showed you guys this. What am I doing? So it was in case I didn't show you, it was the Braves over the Rangers in the World Series last year. Braves are looking pretty solid with their back. Oh, they got O'Neal Cruz. Trade with Pittsburgh this offseason to be their DH. Traded a really good but raw young prospect and an okay pitching prospect. I did notice they were looking to move on from him, Pittsburgh. I mean, he hasn't really been that good. Why are they DHing him? Or why were they interested in a DH? Who's Nacho Alvarez? What's he doing for him? Oh, he's a young rookie shortstop. Nick Pavetta's in their rotation. They signed as a free agent. Yeah, I mean, this is a really, really good team, as you can see here. Jared Kelnick's still around. Is he doing a thing for him? Yeah, he's pretty decent. And they signed him long-term. 5-year, $62.9 million deal. And let's see, the Rangers lost in the World Series. Any big changes here? I don't think so. Well, Jeffrey Springs is their number one starter. That's interesting. They just got him from Tampa for this guy. A very raw, young, but decent prospect. Mike Burrows, I don't know him. They got him in a trade from Pittsburgh for a couple dudes. Dustin May. Oh, so Dustin May, I was actually, okay. I saw that he was going to be a free agent. I was like, I wonder if he'll be cheap enough that I could bring him in as a depth rotation option. But he accepted the qualifying offer, which was timeout. Wasn't he traded during the season? Oh, no, he's traded in the offseason. Oh, wait. So he took the qualifying offer from the Dodgers, and they were like, forget you, dude. We're getting you out of here. Ooh, that's a nice-looking guy with that glove. That guy can come play on my bench any day of the week. Cameron Cawley. Absolutely, sir. Cameron Cawley and Ian Moeller. Cool. So I've signed a few international free agents, but other than that, I think that kind of wraps up the offseason for us. Any make the haul? Oh, Adrian Beltre made the haul. Manny was dropped. Manny Ramirez. Sabathia did not make it. Any first years? Braun, boo. Cole Hamels. Edwin Encarnacion got 8.7% of the vote. That's remarkable to me. Matt Holliday, Jackson's dad. But anyways, so we'll wrap the episode here. We'll come back next time to start the 2026 season. I'm feeling good about this team. I feel like we've made some upgrades, but, we won 92 games and came back with a similar team plus Juan Soto and won 72 games. So we'll see what happens. I feel good about the offseason, though. Hopefully we'll get some breaks, have good injury luck, and things will go our way. But we'll talk about all that next time as we get into the 2026 season. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the Patreon in the description of this video. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.